Hi, my name is Giselle. I'm doing the digital badge for Buret, and right now I clamp the Buret to the Buret clamp in the ring stand for it to be level and straight. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the funnel and I'm going to put water through it because we need to rinse the funnel even before we use it. And it's important to do this multiple times just to make sure that it's fully cleaned. So as you can see, the water is going all the way down, or not all the way, but it's going down to a solid point. Make sure that the Buret is open so the water flows down. And then you can stop it, take the Buret out of the Buret clamp, and turn the Buret sideways, coating the edges with water to make sure that you also clean the edges of the Buret. Dump it in a waste container and repeat the process. So that's what you're going to see me do here. And again, each time I'm rinsing, I'm going to use that Buret funnel just to make sure that I don't spill anything. You're supposed to do this multiple times, so I'm just doing this multiple times. Letting the water flow, closing the Buret, taking it off, washing the sides. This is the third time I'm doing this. Make sure also that when you're rinsing it, the water goes fully through the tip. So now that our washing is done, we're going to wash again, but this time with the titrant, because you don't want a diluted sample. So you're gonna wash with the titrant, and as you can see from the water, there are no bubbles. So I drained it well, and now I'm putting the titrant. Because again, if you just start off with the titrant and you don't wash it, it could mix with the remaining water that could be inside the Buret, and it could dilute your sample, and you don't want that. Here it's just draining. And you're going to also want to do this multiple times. And I'm going to use that same Buret funnel just to make sure that I don't spill anything and that all the liquid goes in the puree. I think I'm doing it one more time. Yeah, one more time. So now all the water that was potentially left from the water wash is now gone, and you don't have to worry about diluting or that your sample is diluted. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the container that I'm actually going to put my titrant in and put the Buret inside to make sure that nothing spills out. And right now I'm going to fill it to 0.00 because for me that's just easier to gauge from how much I drain if I start off at 0.00 milliliters. Here I got close to 0.00 milliliters. I put it in an excess so I can just drain a little bit until I get to the mark that I want. And also a tip, if you drain a little bit too much, that's okay. You can still just put little droplets with your pasture pipette until you get to 0.00 milliliters. Again, you could start off anywhere, but it's easier for me to start there. So here I'm checking the meniscus. And I'm going to show you. It's at 0.00. And before I did that, I took out the Buret funnel. And as you could see, there were no bubbles, making sure that as much solution as possible is in there without any disruptions like bubbles. So now I'm just going to drain it to a appropriate level. So now I'm going to show you again the meniscus. I drained it to 6.00, to the number 6.00. And again, there are no bubbles. So final volume was 6.00, so I drained 6. Thank you for watching.